waral foofu lañ dajee ni fi mu nekk nii di xaar nag ki nga xam ne moo di Amat Bah moom bu fi jógee nag ñu dal di séntu nag ki nga xam ne moo di président Yaya Jammeh nga xam ne moom it moom moo jiite parti APRC léegi nag fi mu nekk Ibrahima noonu la mbir yi tegee mbiri Amat Bah xaw naa jaxasoo ci suñ loxo waaye nag bentey rek xam naa bu ñëwee yëpp dina leer ci kanam tuuti.
anyway jërëjëf Aida Diop impact dafa mel ni da nga yaa boppa loolu laa doon waxtaan ak Keba di ba ni parce que wax na fii ne independent candidate la waaye tamit déggoon nañ ci newspapers yi xibaar yi ne waaw dafa bokk ak Henry Gomez PDOIS mu nekk ak NRP waaye léegi comme démba bu ñu isee press release bi boobu mooy Halifa Sallah Aida Diop ñu ngi dafa mel ni daal pare nañ pour dugga si nomination ci election house bi.
It begs the question, what's happening to Doi, what's happening to GMC, what is happening to the other NRP, what's happening to...
Well,
there was a meeting, and the idea was to come up with a united front and a candidate to represent both political, to represent some kind of coalition. What might have happened to that? What we are seeing, we see individuals, of course, coming in.
Keba, I think there are a lot of questions here, only for the various individuals to answer, or the one who is coming to receive nomination to actually shed light on. Like you said, 3 political parties were supposed to form a merger or coalition, but until yesterday we got a press release from the IEC that Amat Bah has resigned from his party to stand, as an independent candidate. So these are all things that we need to clarify from Amat when he comes to the election house for the nomination. I'm sure these are some of these things that you are talking about. It's unprecedented in the history of the Gambia, and they said every game has its own rules, and sometimes what happened yesterday and what is going to happen today, you don't actually know. So this election, actually, these are some of the new things that we have seen unfolding.
Absolutely, and it's a bit confusing because when the situation is not clear, the rules really have blurred. And as a matter of fact, anybody can kick the game in any direction. What we are seeing here, at least...
but so far, Keba, so far so good. But, we've seen 2 symbols here. At least 2, PDIS here, not here, because CDA and both from, the same parties. Meaning the merger is still there.
Have they also resigned from their own individual parties and rallied behind Amat Bah? Is that the kind of scenario?
Well, if that's what the Constitution says,
what is
silent about it?
What is the entity? Is it an individual entity in the person of Amat Bah? He's the embodiment of everything else. Or do we see other constituent components of it that are in the rear and not at the fore that we don't see? Are there major players in the background? We would need more clarification on this issue, the status quo within the opposition, to be more specific, on the NRP, PDOIS, GMC camp. In recent days, there were talks of some kind of a coalition emerging as a result of a meeting they've had at the Atlantic Hotel in Banjul. But what we are getting, information we are getting here seems to suggest that some parties are have opted out of that. And whether Amat Bah is running as an individual or whether he is part of a bigger picture political body is yet to be known. But so far, we have had Usainu Dabo nominated here representing the United Democratic Party. We are waiting for Amat Bah for his nomination, but certainly we need more information to pass on to the Gambian people about the state of affairs there. Because Amat Bah contesting as independent, that's the latest information from the IEC. But what might have happened to other political parties that were part of that coalition? Well, that's Ahmad Bah coming with his entourage to the election house here where IEC officials line up ready to usher them in. Well, Ahmad Bah in the 2006 presidential elections, I think emerged as the third biggest winner, coming after President Jammeh and lawyer Ousainou Darboe. And people probably believe by virtue of his political support base, he was the most ideal of all the other candidates at that coalition meeting. So subsequently, he was elected as the flag bearer, but only to be told that he is now running as independent, that he had resigned from his own party. So the situation is not clear yet. This is politics. There is always horse trading. There is always mudslinging. There is even skullduggery. So we wait and see what would emerge finally. But for now, Ahmad Bah is being gradually ushered in, and for nomination. He would file in his nomination papers. They will be scrutinized. He will, of course, have the opportunity to talk, in which we hope he will express his concern, and probably he would also outline his own code of conduct in this whole affairs. So we wait for Ahmad Bah. Na boss, alaj mo sanyang butumo de ko nyanda senyalal de aman senya bake de ni ngatra ko anata Ahmad Bah la karola ngalon ko ya jama be lola UDP APRC le ngalon ko Ousainou Darboe be lola UDP le bar même man senya wala Ahmad Bah be lola min dol ka be lola independent election independent candidate wala be lola fayen bar nun to fana ngamo nun ko fana go anim mollel fana be kafuga nyoma that's the deputy chairman of the Independent Electoral Commission, Male Sala. Male, we would like more light thrown on this issue. Ahmad Bah, at some point, we told, is representing the coalition. Now we are told he is running independent. Is he not part of any political party or political entity for that matter? Clarify the situation.
Yes, actually what happened yesterday, Mr. Ahmad Bah resigned from the NRP and is going to contest in these elections as an independent candidate. So he is not contesting the election under any registered political party. He is not affiliating himself with any registered political party. He's going to contest as an independent candidate.
Thank you very much. Is that going to impact your plans in any way? Impact on your plan?
Not really. I mean, basically what we are doing is we just switched the NRP candidate that was scheduled into the independent candidate. So the logistics is not affected and the schedule continues as planned. We are not going to have a candidate from the NRP. Instead, we will have a candidate as an independent.
So one could say this is a three-horse race.
As far as, well, nomination goes until 4 p.m. So, but as far as everyone who has collected nomination papers and the feedback we have received from them, it is going to be a three-horse race.
That's the Deputy Chairman of the Independent Electoral Commission, Male Sala. Thank you very much, Mr. Sala, for setting the record straight here, for clarifying the issue. I think that is adequate information enough now. We will be safe to pass on to the Gambian people. Ahmad Bah has resigned from the National Reconciliation Party. Ahmad Bah is not running on any coalition ticket. Ahmad Bah is an independent candidate, and he will be filing his nomination papers here today as an independent candidate. Yale bari ngulu ngamra woto nyanda Sénégal le e même fota jang e ko Ahmad Bah mbe tembo mento de afela kana bar Ahmad Bah don kunu e ko resign tale IEC la deputy nyaton ko nawalan ko e même fo jang wala Male Salate ko Ahmad Bah abe lola fayenne sa mantra lola parti tola amantra lola compin tola abe lola fango enne independent candidate wo kibaro la futata jang ayda jang
wa leral mbiri amna solo Keba biñ fi toge bete ñu ngi xawa jaxaso waaye nag kooku mooy kilifa gi nga xam ne moo toppa ci ki jiite IEC Malick Sall leeralal nañu mbir yi ne Amat Bah démba dafa resign ci parti bi nga xam ne moom lañ ko xamee woon mu di NRP léegi mu taxaw doon independent maanaam daal taxawul ci turi benn parti loolu mooy li nga xam ne moo fi xew Keba nag laaj na ko ndax bon daal dañ séntu ne daal mbir yi ñetti nit a koy xëccoo ñu ne waaw yëf yi dina continuer ba ñeenti waxtu de